here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the nightmare, but when I stopped to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try it. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have the time to find. If I wake tonight, I'm so tired tonight, I'm falling asleep when I'm on, when I'm There's no place to go, no one that can see through at the side of the light. I can see my life is crap, I have to see them too. I just live into my world, far from the pain, the fear. Just out of reach of desire, was not aware of the start of hell, but when I stop to see those eyes begging for help.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Championship Night here for the World of Thunder Dirt League. It's the DirtFan.com Pro Late Models final night of the season here. And it's a little bittersweet because, heck, it's been a fun ride, Joe. I've been here for most of the season. It's a little bittersweet ending for this one. But talk about heat race number 1. Starting on the pole, it's the CFM boys themselves. Evan C. Blake Majulis on row number 1. Brent Evans, Pat Arisman in row number 2. Brady Thompson and Jason Korn, Matthew Watts. It's going to be Bryson McKelvey and then Scott Neff. That is going to be 9 cars, top 3. Of course, 8 laps the distance here. So, Joe, C and Majulis on the front row.
Yeah, absolutely. And tonight, like you just said, man, we're concluding the season here, season finale, and Evan C's been strong, but it looks like Logan's the man up front right now, points wise. And you get set go green here, heat race 1, and hey, what's up, Richard out there? How you doing? But you're right. I mean, it's kind of a little bittersweet here. But, with that said, with the virtual world here at Wotel, man, comes to an end. As we're under caution right fast. So does your real world start for you. But it'll be exciting. We watch this play here of it's Brady Thompson. I always get his name. I always say Thompson. Oh, he just got in the back of somebody and got obliterated from behind. So, Thompson. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. That's kind of unusual here in this heat race here, Alex. You got C and Majulis, both in the same heat race. Alex got his mic off right now. He's been having a little bit of technical difficulties tonight, folks, so if he's kind of in and out, that's why. I just kind of give you a little heads up. He's going to get it fixed. He came back he had his real world track racing last night, so just trying to get everything back. Richard been doing pretty good today, man. How you doing? Good old Sunday. What's up, Corey? You want to get a close-up of Matthew Watts? Well, I would get a close-up of his car, but he didn't grid. Wish your boy was in there, but he is in Daytona with us. Okay. Y'all always in Daytona. I love Daytona. Green flag back out. Evan C. Blake Majulis. Evans right there. Oh, Jason Korn in the back part. Should be top, I'm going to say top 4 right now until I get confirmation. But we got a battle for second. Here comes Evan. He's going to see if he can't take over Majulis. He got some of the best right there. Those two guys, man, are digging. You got, Brent Evans, he could be a pro driver. You got 2 up front. Evans right there behind him. Arisma hanging on in the 4th place spot. We got Korn, Neff, Thompson, Kelv. I said his last name right in the back there, but big battle happening here for second. You got Evans climbing all over the back end of Majulis. Man, loves it right now. Inside. Try to get it again. For Brent Evans. Whew. Back on the back part of him here, you got Majulis, Evans. See, they're still battling. Oh, Brent wants that second place spot. White flag one more time. Let's go down there. Can't get the low line going. It's going to go C, Majulis, Evans, and Arisma. Top 4. And what a heat race 1. All right, let's grid them up. Heat race number 2 here tonight.
Are we back?
All right, we're back. What's up, Alex?
We're pushing wrong buttons. It's nothing new here.
Hey, there you go. Hey, wrong buttons. Gridding up on heat race number 2 here.
So note to self: don't press the letter Z on my keypad because apparently that mutes me on Discord. So,
Gotcha.
Heat race number 2 starts like this. Logan Rumsey, Kim Jones on the front row. It's Trey Mills, Nick Ballman, row number 2. Dylan Wilson, Hunter Ridge. That's going to be row number 3. And then Chris Hill and Jaden Sheehan in row number 4. Again, championship night. And talk about Evan C. looking for a championship here tonight. He might lock it up. I think with a win here tonight, Evan C 100% locks up the championship. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct, but green flag is out. Logan Rumsey, he still has a chance at these points as well here, and right now he is going to lead us in the turn to 1 and 2, and it is Mills. Mills on the top side here, contact in the back to 33 of Hunter Rich there. Had some contact with the 5 machine, I think, of Chris Hill.
Well, and just to give it correct, thinking on the points I'm showing, it's got Logan Rumsey out front of Chase Barbera and Evan C. Unless that has changed, but that's the one old, what's his name sent me. But figure it out here as the night goes on. Like you said, Rumsey out front, Trey Mills there in second. Those two walked away. Big battle right here for third, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah, and there you see Dylan Wilson right now on the bottom side. Kim Jones up top. Jones there taps the wall again, so now Kim Jones has to hold on to that 4th spot or have a chance here. Going to go to the inside there, and Dylan Wilson get by Wilson. So side by side, Kim Jones at Dylan Wilson for that 3rd and final transfer spot. Also, Nick Baum, Hunter Rich, those 2 cars. We got a 4-car battle for that final transfer spot.
Yep. 4th and final, Dylan Wilson trying to hang on to it for dear life because he's got Nick Baum, Rich right there on his back tailgate. And if he can't get around him, he's trying that low line. We'll see if that actually works. Everybody's up there on that top side cushion right now.
Yeah, and then still up front, Logan Rumsey and Trey Mills. That's going to heat up here as Mills there tried to get to the inside with the white flag in the air here, though, for Logan Rumsey. Logan Rumsey still has championship hopes on his mind as well. Logan Rumsey, he goes out of turn number 3 and 4. Logan Rumsey going to win heat race number 2. Trey Mills in second. Kim Jones going to hold on to that 3rd and final transfer spot. And yeah, Joe, a lot of buttons were pushed because to hook up to USB for a computer and hook up my mixer on the real world of mics for the PA system, there's a lot of buttons that are pushed, and those buttons don't equal in very good because it either cancels out the PA system at the track or cancels out my USB here. So I'm going to have to remember which buttons go to what, or we're in for a world of hurt.
You get some labels.
But heat race number 3, Joe, it's the final heat race of the season for the pro late models. Chase Barbera starts on the pole here. Hunter Luganis to the outside. Then it's Tyler Berry and Dylan Hauser in row number 2. Scott Smith, Tyson Ulecki. That's going to be row number 3. And then it's Hunter Gaines and Michael Blessing. Blessing on the inside, Gaines on the outside. That's your next 8 cars here. Your final 8 cars to come to heat race action here. Don't forget, Joe, 2 drop weeks in the season. So with Evan C missing, it kind of helps him out here, and especially with 4 wins on the season.
Yeah.
4 wins and 5 starts. So, I mean, Evan C still has a chance here with those 2 drop weeks. That might help lock it up for Evan C here because those drop weeks I don't think are in.
Now,
yet.
what I'm showing, and I hope I'm right on what I'm showing, is showing Chase Barbera 41 points behind, and Evan C would be another 43. I'm not sure of how the points are. You know, obviously I know NASCAR is 1 point per position, but it might be different. So you're saying that he could make up a gap of the 4. Go green.
Yeah, and I will. They know I like to do my numbers, so I might have to figure that one out during practice to see what the point structure is here. Hopefully, if one of them are listening, they can send that to me, because that would be greatly appreciated for info so I can tell people who's winning points. But Chase Barbera right now, he is out in front of this heat race with Gaines, Dylan Hauser. He's going to be the story tonight because, remember, Hauser has had Heartbreak City the past 2 nights and pretty much has cost him any chance at championships with connection issues and PC issues for that 2 machine. So right now, Dylan Hauser just looking to hold on to a transfer spot.
Yeah, Hauser right now has had an up and down season pro relays. He's normally dominant in a lot of the pro relays. This season's not been the best for him, but Chase Barbera out there. Now remember, he's the one really he's got a shot at this championship, so he's right there in the mix. He makes it in that feature. That's one step closer. You've got Laganis right there behind him, and then Hauser, Ulecki, all top 4.
Dylan Hauser right now trying to hold off Tyson Ulecki in that 70. Ulecki, he's going to try and go after that 2 machine here, but the white flag is out. in heat race number 3, the final heat race of the night here. That 2 machine of Dylan Hauser, he was going to look for one more spot, not going to get there. Chase Barbera for House Speed wins heat race number 3. Hunter Lucanis comes home in the 2nd spot, and Dylan Hauser, he's going to lock in to the feature as well. So heat races have come and gone so quickly here at Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway.
Yeah, and then you see out there as they get to green, probably Steve or somebody out there said that Logan Rumsey, he led heat race number 2 into the green. He's got a shot here to take some points himself, and he's actually leading the points here so far. So that's what he's got to do. First step was get to the feature. Next step is to survive the feature.
Yeah, so it's now only one B main here tonight. We're going to start 16 cars in this B main. 1 car goes home. So, Joe, 15 cars are going to make it to the feature here. Out of the 16 scheduled to start, we're going to run down this very quickly here because it's going to go 1 to green as soon as these cars grid up. So, Pat Arisman, Nick Baum, that's row number 1. Tyson Ulecki, Jason Korn, that's row number 2. Hunter Rich, Scott Smith is row number 3. To the inside of row number 4, it's Scott Neff. And it's going to be Dylan Wilson in the 80 machine for D1RT on the outside. Michael Blessing on the inside of row number 5. Brady Thompson on the outside. Jaden Sheehan and Tyler Barry, that's row number 6. And it's Bryson McKelvey and Chris Hill. That is going to be in row number 7. And in your 8th and the final row here for B main action, it's Hunter Gaines and Matthew Watts. So 15 cars out of 16 are going to make it on. That one lone car is not going to make it into the championship feature here tonight. So, Joe, 10 laps, 1 car goes home, the rest go to the feature here, but these guys are going to fight for everything and anything to start further up front here. Gonna get feisty? Possibly, but I think it's going to be hopefully green to checkered here, 10 laps the distance here in this B main. Only 1, so last chance qualifier here tonight, and oh boy, already some controversy as Hunter Gaines has problems here now. Hunter Gaines, caution flag is already out.
See who happened on the caution here, right? Oh, don't even show who it is. It's been one of them. That Hunter Gaines.
So, Joe,
Watch
I got the point structure, Joe.
Okay, all right. What we got then? Watch this replay.
If you want to call a little bit of this while I find some paper and I can do this math real quick.
Let's see what we got. Well, we're watching the replay right here. Let's see what happened to Hunter. Back here, yep, everybody started. Oh, looks like the 80 car didn't get going, spun his tires, and basically Hunter just ran into him. So just kind of one of those spin the tires on the start type of deal, and no harm, no foul. Too bad. Get set to go back green. Everybody's having a good night here, Sunday night. I'm having a good final here for the season. Miller Family Trucking, Wotel, live tonight here. OSR Network, YouTube, Facebook, also dirtfan.com on Facebook, UDTV, and Miller Family Truckers. We go back green. Well, these boys, man, hammer it down, and already back there kicking each other in the teeth. Oh, and good night. We got a, woo. That started with Nick Baum, but that ended with a whole slew of machines, and Nick Baum started actually in the 2nd place spot. Oh, he just got clipped. Then from there, it was a junkyard. I mean, a virtual junkyard. You got cars upside down. You got cars parked in the wrong spot. Wow. All right. Awesome. We can't get this thing back green again here. Like I said, final for the pro late models here, season finale. We got the super late models, and we got something special for you on the super late models, folks. I tell you, gone but not forgotten, and we're going to have a very special event for them. The 5th annual Michael Rose Memorial, going to be for the super late models, and we got some past winners there. 2019 was Dylan Wilson, 2021 Alex Bergeron, 22 Evan C. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be on as we get set to go back green. Arisma, he jumps out front here. Ulecki right behind him. Those two guys are hoping to get in the show along with Korn and Rich right here. Remember, only one driver's not going to make it, and That one driver right now is McKelvin. Outside looking in. Nick Baum, though. Whew. Nick Baum's the man on the bubble, and he gets up into the wall. So Nick Baum actually could be the man right now, as he's now outside looking in. Not the night he wants. Nick Baum usually is a hard charger. He comes through the field, blasting it up through there. But tonight he's going to have, if he might miss the feature. That car's a hurting. He's a hurting. Meanwhile, one guy that ain't hurting, that's Arisma up front. He's got this thing on lockdown, along with Uliki, Korn, Rich. Then you got Wilson throwing it up on the top side. Like saying that. Thompson right there behind him. They're in the 6th place. Neff. Oh, Rich is back down there. He's trying that low line, little put lane. Alex still over there doing his math. It must be hurting his head right now. Got 3 to go.
Can you smell the smoke?
Computer's gonna catch on fire for him. So 2 to go here. B main, Arisma up front. He's got Korn trying to harass him on the bottom. Gonna be about the final time here, though. Oh, now Uliki's gonna go for it as Arisma gets away. Battles on for 2nd, 3rd here. You got Korn, Uliki, 2 more turns. They get almost a touch. Remember, white flag don't matter. They can wreck each other. And out of 4, it's going to be Arisma, Uliki. But Nick Baum's going to be the one going home tonight in the season finale. Wow, what a heartbreak for him. But Arisma, man, pulling it off. And I don't know, race control's going to have to go back on that last incident and see, there's a little bit of extracurricular activity. But we're going to swing it on over to the warm-up. He said 2-minute warm-up, so I know it says 5 minutes, but he said it's only going to be 2 minutes. So did you figure out anything over there,
It's getting there.
Alex? Okay, it's getting, all right. We'll watch some of these cars zoom around the track here.
Oh boy,
But you finish up the map.
It's going to get interesting now that This is getting hectic. Joe. This might get really crazy by the end of the night here, because as of right now, again, this is before drop weeks, because I think there's 2 drop weeks in the season, but as of right now, before the drop weeks, if Logan Rumsey ends up finishing 21st,
Okay.
and Evan C wins, they both will be tied with 413 points.
Oh, okay.
Give and take, I haven't counted in the points of...
So basically, in a nutshell, Rumsey just has to come out here and finish and have a good finish.
And here's where it gets even better. So
What about Barbera, though? Because Barbera's right there.
Barbera needs a win. Because if Evan C wins, Logan Rumsey finishes in 21st. Those 2 are tied with 413. Barbera finishes 2nd. Barbera's going to be 1 point behind those 2.
Ah, wow.
So Barbera needs a win here. 100% needs a win. Barbera's going to need the win on top of needing Logan Rumsey to finish about in the 20th range.
Okay. Which could happen.
So I don't have the time nor the brain power right now. Like, maybe let
those 3.
when this feature goes green, and when it goes checkered, if I have enough, like an hour time, I might be able to have the point structure ready for the super late model feature coming up. But
the biggest thing we're looking at here is Rumsey basically has to just come out, and it's either he has to think about whether or not he wants to go for the win or go for just being consistent. He's got a good starting spot. He's going to be right there behind Evan C. here on the grid. But does he push the envelope, or does he ride behind Evan? We'll just have to watch how this one is. But it's feature time. Now it's going to be the tale of the tale. To me, I'm going for the championship. If I can get the win, great. If I can't, I'm going to make sure I'm there at the end.
here we go, 24 cars, 40 laps of distance. It is Championship feature time here at Federated Auto Parts Raceway I-55 in Peevely, Missouri. 24 cars going to take to the green flag. Starting in the 24th spot, that is going to be Dylan Wilson. To the inside, starting 23rd, it's Bryson McKelvey. Scott Smith starts on the outside of row number 11. To the inside, that's going to be Scott Neff. Chris Hill starts on the outside of row number 10. To the inside of Chris Hill, that's going to be the 500 machine of Tyler Berry. Starting in row number 9 is going to be Matthew Watts on the outside. To the inside, the 5.8 machine of Hunter Gaines. Jaden Sheehan starts on the outside of row number 8. To the inside, that's the 01 of Michael Blessing. Jason Korn starts on the outside of row number 7. To the inside, it's Brady Thompson. Hunter Rich is going to start row number 6 with Tyson Ulecki. And Pat Arisman, he is going to start in row number 5 with the 2 machine of Dylan Hauser. Kim Jones and Brent Evans, that's row number 4. In row number 3, it's Hunter Luganis. And on the inside, the 14 from Florida, I believe it is, for House of Speed, that is Trey Mills. And this top floor is talented, and 3 of them have a chance on locking in a points championship. That's Blake Machulis and Chase Barbera. Logan Rumsey, Evan C. is your front row for tonight's 40-lap A main event. And Joe?
4 wide here tonight. I'm going to tell you what, this is the thing. It's a salute to the fans, to everybody out there watching. One final time here as a season finale, the Wotel Series. I mean, get ready, sit back, relax, get your popcorn. It's going to be a heck of a show.
And again, in the words of Stephen McMillan, because he's the one that originated it, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've been waiting for. It's the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model National Tour here at I-55 for Championship Night. It's the feature race. 6 years ago, World of Thunder was formed and is heading strong with over 1,800 active members. This is 40 laps. That was the salute to you, the fans, for tuning in and week out throughout this season and the past 6 years and 20 seasons. And ladies and gentlemen, we will have more seasons yet to come. Joe, me, it's been a ride, and this is time as we get ready for the final A main of the season. Pace truck getting ready to duck off. And ladies and gentlemen, for the final time, it's about to go down, because it's time to throw down here in Peevely, Missouri, I-55 Speedway. It is the DirtFan.com A main showdown here, 40 laps the distance. Champion will be crowned here tonight for season number 20. Green flag is out. Evan C. Logan Rumsey lead us into turn number 1 and 2.
They do, and you got to see out front. He's trying to do everything he can, and that's all he can do is stay out front. Chase Barbera is right there with him. Logan Rumsey, meanwhile, is the man who probably has to think the most out of those top 2. The other 2 guys know what they need to do, win. Rumsey, he's just got to finish this thing in a good spot. Right now, Trey Mills, caution out, though. Looks like Jordan in the back here. Let's see what happened to him on the NLRA replay. Going to be Jaden Sheehan. Oh! Contact, he got a little sidewall there, spun around, hit the wall, boom. But back to what I was saying is basically C and Barbera know what they have to do. Get out front and win this race. Rumsey, he's kind of the one there that I think has to play more cautious. Sure, he'd love to probably get up our beat and bang with the guys, and if he can get the win, but he does not want to go out there and risk, like you said, falling all the way back to 20-some.
The goal for Logan Rumsey, it doesn't need to be win. It needs to be finish this feature event.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you know, maybe on the last lap, the last turn, maybe try a slider or something wild if you're right there where he is. But again, you've got to think big picture. You want the championship. The other 2 are going to definitely go all out. They got really nothing to lose at this point. Except maybe if they want to lose second place or third to points. But if they're looking to want to win, yeah.
And Joe, just a heads up, we're going to be in for a fun super late models, because there's 34 points separating your top 3 in that as well. So
nice.
That's going to be some fun math for me to do when we take the checker to here tonight. But Joe, it's fun.
Oh yeah.
Again,
interesting.
Like I said, it's going to be, for me, it's bittersweet, because I don't know when I'll be back with all this, with so much racing going on this summer. I don't know when I'll be back.
Well, I think what we're going to have here in Wotel, real quick before we go back green, is I think they're going to take off the summer season, so that'll actually alleviate you a little bit. I mean, obviously we still got Thursday nights and whatnot, but as far as Wotel goes, I think they're going to take off like the summer season here, and then kick it back up into kind of like the fall area when kind of all the real racing kind of dies down and kind of alleviates. So kind of eases the pressure up a little bit. And
Joe, what you mean? We run till November.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
But green flag is back out, and these guys are running to the finish because Evan C., he's looking for yet another win here, which, Joe, think about this for the season here. He's made 5 starts. He's made 5 top 5s, 5 top 10s, and he's parked it in victory lane 4 times. The only difference between him, Chase Barbera, and Logan Rumsey, your top 3 have, which they're running in the top 3, is Logan Rumsey has that 1 win that has not hit him yet. Logan Rumsey has still not finished with a win here. He's had 5 top 5s and 6 top 10s, but still no win for that 41 machine. So Logan Rumsey here, a win would bolster his chances here of winning a championship. But right now, Evan C. is looking to park in a victory lane for the 5th time this season here, as we have 5 laps in the book here. Let's make it 6 laps in the book. Evan C.'s led it all the way here. Logan Rumsey in the 2nd spot. Chase Barbera, Trey Mills has problems for the 127 machine of Blake Majules. I don't know what happened to Majules, actually.
Out in the pit area. I don't know what happened to him, like you said, but you talk about the point situation here. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. Consistency wins championships, and we've seen it in real life. You can win a lot and still lose championships because you just have those, the bad races add up. And if you're just consistent week in and week out, sometimes that'll get you into that championship, as we see it right now. Back here around 10th place spot, got a good race with Arisma, Blessing, and Uliki.
And again, Evan C., he's looking to capture yet another title here. Logan Rumsey, I think he's the title holder as well here in World of Thunder history. I don't know about that 23 machine of Chase Barbera. I think he's still looking for his first ever title. So you have 3 different stories here. A multi-time champion, a little bit of a less champion in Logan Rumsey, and then possibly a first-time champion in Chase Barbera, all battling it out right now for this final race of the season here. 12 laps in the book here. It's Evan C. and already lap traffic in the view here of your race leaders here. So Evan C., Logan Rumsey, Chase Barbera, this is where Logan Rumsey needs to stay consistent, because if he gets caught in lap traffic and has an issue, that 41 machine could kiss his championship hopes goodbye.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful. Evan C., you can see it right there, closed in on lap traffic. Both of these drivers need to be, because obviously C out front wants to win this thing, and he doesn't want to get caught up into anything either. But as long as he sees that low Rumsey in his back rear view mirror, he knows that championship's hopes. But it looks like Rumsey's just not playing the safe game. He threw a slide job there, and that right there could keep Evan C. honest. By that slide job, he's going, maybe Rumsey ain't going to just sit back there and be kosher. He's racing me right here. And boy, that's a risky move that he just did in between him and the lap traffic.
Yeah, the battles are heating up here. Logan Rumsey, again, we talked about looking for that first win of the season here for that 41 machine. He's now Evan in lap traffic. They're holding the top side here. Lap traffic staying low. So that 41 machine and 33 of Evan C., they are still close quarter action here, and the lap traffic being in the way of these two. So keep an eye here. These battles will heat up here with lap traffic, and if lap traffic alleviates a little bit here, keep an eye on that battle for the race lead even more.
Yeah, and right now, as it stands, Evan C. seeing his hopes for a championship disappear because Rumsey has just put his foot down and said, I want to try to win this thing, 21 to go. I didn't think he'd be this aggressive, but he definitely is. But I did say if he had a chance to win it, he's going to win it. And right now, he's out front, leading it. C's right there. Barbera's in third. So you got 3 of the top guys leading it. Trey Mills, though, he's moving in to try to take that 3rd place spot. Dylan Hauser, well, he's had an up and down rocky season, but he's up there in the 5th place spot trying to see if he can't end this thing on a good note.
And talk about pure dominance from these top 4, maybe top 5 here, as they've already lapped up to 17th here. possibly even more here by the next circuit around. But Logan Rumsey, Evan C., Chase Barbera, these guys are running consistently up top here and staying out of the mess on the bottom side here. So up to 17th for that 41 machine of Logan Rumsey. And if this stays green here, imagine the more lap traffic we could get into by the end of this one.
Nice one so far. Like you said, I-55 here tonight. Rumsey out front, our points leader, leading this thing, and he's bridging a gap here on Evan C., something we don't see very often. But you know what? The top three guys, that's why they're pro drivers. They are showing why they're the best of the best in iRacing and actually out here driving this thing. So Rumsey taking that high line. Evan C.'s trying to go to the low end to see if he can't get something to maybe pull in old Rumsey. He goes down to the bottom side. Barbera's down there on the bottom, so maybe that low lane's starting to come back in.
Yeah, and this is where the lap traffic has now cleared up a little bit here, and it's helped your race leaders battling it out here. Rumsey, C, but you see their lap traffic, they're closing back in on more here, and now these two are on the bottom side here. So where are they going to go? A little bit of contact here between C and Rumsey here as they're both on the bottom side. This is going to heat up even more here as we close in on almost 10 laps to go.
You know, and this is the thing. Rumsey probably sitting there going, you know, if anybody I want to race hard with, Evan C. I mean, don't take away anything from anybody else, but he knows Evan C. does not want to wreck his car because he's in a running for a championship. So if you're side by side, and this is probably the perfect scenario for Rumsey to be able to race someone. Anybody else, they just got truly nothing to lose, and they'll get up there and just lean on him. Evan C. still could have something to lose. He wants to win this race in a championship, so he's going to be careful trying to run side by side here as they are, and they're having a good race. They're coming up on lap traffic though again, so this is going to play a factor in this.
There you see Rumsey up top, lap traffic up top. Evan C., he's on the bottom side here. This is where it heats up. Kim Jones right now is the one in the way. Kim Jones going to go to the middle side of the racetrack here. Now up top here, Logan Rumsey caught in the traffic here. Evan C. gets to the bottom side, gets around Jones for the time being here. Now Rumsey going to force his way into the bottom side as well. So these two now lap up to Kim Jones here, looking at the 14th spot there. That is going to be Matthew Watts, it looks like. Watts, it looked like hit the wall there trying to stay out of the way. So trying to stay out of the way is the key for these lap cars, holding their line, and that's what they're doing well right now. But Evan C. still trying to put some lap traffic in between himself and Logan Rumsey.
And, you know, as a driver, I know Rumsey's up there probably yelling at those lap cars, get out the way. But they're doing what they need to do. Just stay their line. Don't try to shift. Don't try to move. I know they're up there in probably his line that he ultimately wants, but they're doing a good job. As a driver, though, yeah, it is frustrating because it has definitely not been an advantage for him as Evan C. is actually walking away a little bit from it. But Rumsey's still in the seat where he needs to be. Again, like you said, he'd have to drop all the way back to 20th-some position to lose the championship. I mean, so he's still there. But you see Chase Barbera moving in.
And again, do not forget, those two drop weeks, like Rich Murtaugh said, those are going to make the difference here. And with Evan C. here looking at his 5th win here, that with the 2 drop weeks might bolster Evan C.'s championships hopes right now. Because guess what? We are 2 laps away here from crowning the final winner and a champion here this season. Evan C., the 33 machine, who's been pure dominance throughout this season. He is going to take the white flag here as they go down the front stretch here. White flag is out for the 33 machine. He has almost a second lead over Logan Rumsey down the backstretch into 3, and for the 33 machine, Evan C. He's going to win your championship finale here at Federated Auto Parts. I-55. Logan Rumsey comes home in the 2nd spot here. Chase Barbera comes home in 3rd. So your top 3 coming into tonight in points. Finished top 3 in this feature event here. So wait for these drop weeks to be counted in here. We might have a championship.
I'm going to say Rumsey's pulled it off. I'm going to say he's pulled it off.
I don't think so, because with Evan C.'s...
Don't think he has?
8 weeks, 7 weeks. What was it?
Well, also we got to think about hard charger. Dylan Wilson up 16 spots. So don't forget about hard charger. I mean, Wilson out there, man, throwing his Wilson ball around, up 16 spots to 8. So while you're doing that, we're going to give some of these guys and get a word with them. We're 3rd place man here, Chase Barbera. Chase, you in the booth, got a copy?
Yep.
Well, man, I tell you what, all season long, you've been in that title picture, you've been in that race a little bit. Might have came up a little bit short, but definitely not by no effort on your own. I mean, you were hauling out there tonight. There towards the end, though, I got to ask, was you maybe hoping some of that lap traffic might have got you around Logan Rumsey?
Yeah, I knew the lap traffic was going to be rough tonight, but I kind of just got behind the 8-ball early, and I set myself up to be good a little later in the race, last minute. Just never got a yellow, and whenever the middle did come in, I had to reel them all the way back in. Not really much I could do.
Hey, well, I'll tell you what, came home third. Good way to cap off the season here. You got anybody you want to thank for a good run?
Yeah, I'd like to thank House of Speed and everybody over there. Hockey Floyd Consulting, Gears Unlimited, Jordan Gage Driving School, 30 South Speed Shop, JC Floyd, Chris Hill, Dylan Hauser, Logan Rumsey. We all worked really hard this season, and I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to do it with. And HDR, Hunter Gaines as well.
I appreciate it there, man. What a good run there from Chase Barbera here tonight. And Alex, man, talk about a turn of events. I got the points, and Evan C. pulled it off.
Yeah, Evan C. coming home with the win. And is it confirmed? Somebody messaged you.
It's confirmed because he just sent me the list here, and it's saying he got him by 17 points. So
the drop weeks counted.
Wow.
And again, talk about here for a second with the drop weeks. We said it was going to play key, and those 5 wins for Evan C. is the reason. Evan C. is your champion. But again, the top 3 didn't really change besides who was the champion here. So Evan C., Logan Rumsey, Chase Barbera, just how they finished tonight. Guess what? That's how they finished in this point season. Evan C. taking home the championship. So first we're going to talk to the guy who came home in second tonight and also second in the points. That is the 41 machine of Logan Rumsey. And he comes so close, but yet so far. Logan Rumsey, second place in points, second place tonight. And the one thing we got to talk about, that one win that eluded you all season here, it kind of played pivotal in the final of the points here.
Yeah, it's just so hard to win, man. Evan and mostly Evan. He's just so fast every week. So I feel like we were in contention every week. Just ran second to him every week. So we were really trying. We've really been trying the last couple weeks, but just couldn't really get it done.
But it came down to tonight. Great race to the finish. You, Barbera, C. That's where the finish is. The top 3 in points finished top 3 tonight here. Lap traffic paid a pivotal here. It's how you got the race lead, but then Evan C. made the move, which, let's be honest, that was the make or break move in the lap traffic there scenario, and he just got caught. But a very good season coming home in a second.
Yeah, the lap cars kind of helped me there trying to pass Evan with he didn't really know how to pass him, so I just kind of threw the bonsai slider on him. And I was in the lead. I got to the lap cars. They were kind of in the middle of the track, and Evan just figured out the bottom and drove past all of us. And I kind of got stuck behind all those guys.
Well, we know you've had a lot of support, a lot of sponsors helping you out throughout another great season campaign here in the Pro Late Models. Take some time and thank all those supporters here for another great season.
Yeah, just everyone in the House of Speed Discord. Chase, Dylan, JC, Trey Mills, and Steve for putting up the league, and you guys are broadcasting it every week.
Well, that is your second place finisher in the Pro Late Models feature event and points this season, the 41 of Logan Rumsey. And Joe, who are we catching? Oh, I'd say Hard Charger.
I'm going to go up with a Hard Charger here. Dylan Wilson. Dylan, join the bootcut copy. Dylan, join the bootcut copy. Okay, Dylan says he don't have a copy. So I guess I'll bring up here the man who put it in victory lane, the champ. Let's get a word with him.
So he finishes it off. Evan, we talked about consistency. We talked about pure dominance here. 6 races, 5 wins this season here. And that's what seals the deal here tonight, a win. And let's be honest, for the points there, 17 points between you and Rumsey. That's all it was. And the win played a big pivotal role here in that championship tonight.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't really know where I was at in points and in the pros, but I think we had gotten pretty good amount of wins in the season in them, and so I was just coming in tonight, just kind of doing, trying to focus on what we've been doing all season, and that's qualifying good and trying to start up front and just control the race, but. Honestly, I didn't feel all that good out in the lead, and Rumsey was able to get by me, and he's pretty good on the top, and I didn't really expect another lane to come in, but trying to bottom one lap, and it was really fast, and it turned out that I guess the top had slowed down a little bit, and we was just able to roll that bottom, and it was really fast down there, so it was definitely a nice way to cap off the season in the pros, and kind of use these races to test a little bit for the supers, but definitely it was a fun season in the pros for sure.
We know you got a lot of great sponsors, some great teammates, some great supporters as well on that 33 machine. It's helped you in the past with championships, and it helped you again here this season. So take some time and thank them all here tonight.
Yeah, just gotta thank all the guys at CFME Sports, Magility Speed Shop. Had some great runs and a lot of wins in the pros and then also in the supers. A lot of our guys been running good, so gotta thank all of them. Captain Morgan, Tactor Defense, BLR, Sweet Victory, and just thanks Steven for putting on a league for us, and just gotta thank all guys for broadcasting for us also.
Well, that is your points champion here for the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Season number 20 in year number 6. That is Evan C. in the 33. And Joe, he's back. So let's see if we can try and get a word here with our hard charger.
Dylan, join the booth, got copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, I tell you what, man, you come through the field rumbling through there, 16 positions up. Take us through, man, what it took to get that many positions in this race.
A lot of luck and a lot of the drivers in the back being pretty nice to me as I was coming through. They left me a lane, didn't make me work too hard for it, so it kind of sucked there going single file and then going green to checkered after that. But it is what it is. When you start that far back, you need a little bit of chaos, and we didn't get it, so we just kind of make the best of it.
How you feeling about your season so far? It's been a pretty much up and down, but the finish this one out here. I mean, how was you feeling about your season and maybe going into the next season when we come back?
Yeah, I just can't commit to running these series. I just use them as races during the week. I don't really try to make all the races. It's just the way life works, and when I'm available. And so I don't even know where I'm at in points. I honestly don't even know if I've done well in this series, to be honest with you. I just kind of forget. And yeah, I mean, if I'm doing good, then great. But if not, then, a 24th to 8th run this week is good enough for me.
And no doubt about it. Like you say, hard charging tonight, rumbling through that field, looking good. You got anybody you want to thank for it?
Yeah, I got to thank my spotter, Desmond Busby. He was on the headset for that race, and he kind of let me down in the C main, taking me 3 wide there on the last lap. But I forgave him, and he got me to 8th place in the main, and we might bring him back for another race, but we'll see. And thanks to the guys at D1RT Racing, and thanks to OSR Network for broadcasting, and Wotel and all their crew for everything they do for us.
Go Dylan Wilson, hard charger here. Well, Alex, man, it was awesome. We crowned a champ for the Pro Lates. I mean, what a season and what a way to cap this thing off.
Yeah, and now we have an hour time, Joe, before the Michael Rose Memorial here, Super Late Models back at I-55. It's championship night. We will have a champion crowned for the Super Late Models here, as I'm going to look to see here. Coming into that final race, it's Majulis, it's Rumsey, and it's Evan C. That is your top 3 going into tonight's final night. Again, heat races, just decide where you start. It doesn't have points on the line, but that A main event is where it's going to determine everything here. We saw it with Evan C. tonight in the Pro Late Models. So, one season is done. The DirtFan.com Pro Late Model season has elapsed 20 season, 6 years. It is all coming to an end here tonight for season number 20. So again, Evan C., he is your Pro Late Model champion. We will crown a Super Late Model champion and a Michael Rose Memorial race winner here tonight. We will talk about that when we come back on the air in about an hour time back here on the OSR Network, Ultimate Dirt TV, DirtFan.com Facebook page. We are on everything and anything. You can find us everywhere on social media. So, ladies and gentlemen, for Joe White, for everyone back at Wotel in the admin booth and race control, we say God bless. We say good night, and hopefully you tune in for the Michael Rose Memorial in an hour time back here on the OSR Network.